Hello again, Mr. YouTube. With this right now, the review slash comparison of Fable 1, 2, and 3, the video games. The franchise killed itself to death. First Fable, amazing. Not what they said it was gonna be. Not what they said it was gonna be, but amazing. I really loved it. It was enjoyable. I loved the art style. I loved the designs. I loved the story. I loved some of the humor. I loved just everything absolutely about that game. I can't think of anything about Fable that I really did not enjoy, other than the fact that when you got superpowered, you got humongous, and then like your husband like this big, or your wife, I guess. It was just funny because you could be both, which was really weird when you were that big. But you know, you have a little person and there's you, and you're like, yeah, I'm with you, and this is gonna happen. And it was kind of frightening. Love that game. Fable 2 comes along. Better animation, some good customization and stuff. Love the combat system of Fable 2. Hated the story. It just fell through really big. Like the beginning with the music, your sister, and you get shot, and then really the three heroes of Will. We go from having an actual guild where people can become heroes, and anybody can be a hero, to you are the hero of ranged. Oh, and the hero of magic. Oh, you're the hero of really strong stuff. Like, the story wasn't even good. Like, you finally have to go fight this guy who unlocks the spire because he wants to, like, become this lord of darkness. I don't remember. See, that's the other issue. It's so bad I don't really remember it that well. We're getting to the end and having to choose between saving the world or your dog or money. And I was like, well, why would you kill your dog? Like, no point to that. And then, like, really just give up and just stop playing. That was the other issue. If you don't want to sacrifice yourself and stop playing the game, that was a crappy option. I was like, no one wants to pick that. And it was just dreadful. I did not enjoy the storyline at all. I liked the Teresa design, like the idea of her. I didn't like Fable 2 at all. Didn't really remember that much of it. I didn't like the feeling as much. And it was like that problem with Fable 2 and 3. Is they just, I know they were trying to go more modern because they were stepping up the timeline. It just came out as not as cool. You don't have as many good designs for it because it's mostly, you know, that Renaissance era and then that kind of semi-revolutionary era. And it didn't turn out well. Fable 3 was a disaster. The customization was horrible. You had like 12 outfits and they weren't even that great. And I'm like, why are we stepping down? Like, why do we have the same, if not less, customization than you had in the original and in the second one? Like, why are you taking steps back? If you're gonna make the game bigger and it's all about customization and being your character, give us a lot to work with. A lot to work with. A whole bunch. No, they didn't do that. The weapons, they were all like, oh, it'll be customized depending on how you use it and all this stuff. The issue, if you want to keep using your weapon, you use it on everything, and then it just kind of gets random as to what you do. And when I'm having more things like, this weapon turned gold because you spent a lot of money, then hey, you killed 500 hollow men with this, you know? I was kind of disappointed by that aspect of it. And then the storyline was even more dreadful. I was like, blah, 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 blah. I mean, when you finally actually save the world and save your brother, and he's like, yeah, I was a complete douchebag and was like abusing my people so that we would have money for this upcoming war. And I was like, why don't you just tell the people you have an upcoming war, and they'll be like, well, we don't want to die, so yeah, we'll help out. That would have been the strategy, because, you know, that's worked before. Instead of just being like, yeah, I'm going to take everything away from you and treat you like trash in order to save you. I was like, really? But then after you find it out, you still have the option of being like, you're still a douchebag, go away. Or saving him, and I really didn't know how to feel about it. I'm like, you just made a horrible decision for a good, I don't even know what to think. But then you become king, and your decisions were crap. You had 1 year where you had to make decisions. Like, you barely got to do anything. It was mostly just, you like, spend money or make money. Sure, you got to see some of the results of your war decisions, but I was like, this isn't fun at all. When you go to that darkness place, and that little thing pops up, and you're like, ugh, that's awkward. I've never seen something like that in Fable. That was pretty gnarly. And when you finally get to beating the game, and I'm sorry, I know Peter Molyneux wanted to make it just where everybody could play, not just gamers, but it was too easy. I felt like I never had to progress in that game, really. It was just dreadful. And then the ending, the final boss, where you fight Walter, or whatever his name is, I was expecting more. Oh, he's possessed by darkness, I'm gonna whack him, and then some giant demon's gonna pop out or something. This is gonna be like a 4-boss battle. No. You're gonna whack his weak little butt, and then the game's gonna be over. You beat the game. Anyway, my reviews on that. Fable 2 and 3, not good. Fable 2 was 3 was horrible. 1 of the best games of all time. One of my favorite games of all time. Probably will be forever. Because the designs and the characters and the art, storyline. So Fable 1, great. Fable 2, Fable 3, don't even buy it. I actually sold that game back within like 2 weeks of buying it. It was so bad. I beat it. I beat it very thoroughly, did all the quests, but I was not a fan. So don't bother buying it if you don't have to, because it was pretty dreadful. And now we're kind of some curvy parts of the road, and ooh, muddy water. So I'll get back to you guys in a little bit.